Hello and welcome. Today I invite you to join me on a journey, not across land, but down, deep into the vast blue heart of our planet. We venture beneath the waves, into a world shrouded in mystery. Sunlight struggles to reach here, and pressure mounts with every meter we descend. It is here, in the silent, crushing dark, that life has taken on forms so extraordinary, so utterly alien. The rules of the world we know simply do not apply. Prepare to meet creatures that defy our very understanding of what a fish can be. We will encounter living lanterns that dance in the abyss, ancient hunters with jaws that unhinge in a terrifying spectacle, masters of disguise that melt into their surroundings so perfectly they become invisible. The ocean holds more secrets than we can possibly imagine. Now take a deep breath, and let us dive into the wonderfully weird. Our first subject is perhaps one of the most famously peculiar creatures of the deep, the blobfish. In its natural habitat, thousands of feet below the surface off the coast of Australia and Tasmania, it appears quite different from the sad, gelatinous puddle it becomes in our world. Down there, under immense crushing pressure, its body, which is mostly a gelatinous mass with a density just slightly less than water, gives it a rather ordinary fish-like shape. It is a masterpiece of adaptation, a creature built to withstand forces that would instantly pulverize you or me. This unique composition allows the blobfish to float effortlessly just above the seafloor, conserving precious energy in an environment where food is scarce. The tragedy of the blobfish's appearance is a human one. When brought to the surface by deep-sea trawlers, the drastic change in pressure causes its body to decompress, and it collapses into the drooping, cartoonishly, miserable-looking creature that has become an internet sensation. What we see as ugliness is in fact a marvel of evolutionary engineering. We now descend further into the bathyal and abyssal zones where sunlight is a forgotten memory. In this eternal night, a solitary hunter drifts, carrying its own light. This is the anglerfish, a name that perfectly describes its ingenious method of predation. From the female's head sprouts a modified dorsal fin spine, the esca, which acts as a fleshy, bioluminescent lure. It dangles temptingly in the darkness, a beacon of false hope for smaller fish and crustaceans. This living lure is not lit by the anglerfish itself but by a colony of symbiotic bacteria that it cultivates. The anglerfish can control the glow, pulsing it on and off, wiggling the lure to mimic a small creature. The anglerfish's true nature is revealed, creating a vacuum that sucks the prey inside in an instant. We ascend now to the sun-dappled, temperate waters off the southern coast of Australia. Here, amidst swaying kelp forests and seagrass meadows, lives one of nature's most exquisite artists of camouflage. This is the leafy sea dragon. At first glance you might not even see it. Its body is adorned with a spectacular array of leaf-like appendages so perfectly mimicking the surrounding seaweed that it becomes virtually indistinguishable from its environment. It is not just a fish. It is a living, breathing piece of the ecosystem. Every part of this creature is designed for deception. The elaborate, delicate lobes that cover its body are not used for propulsion. They are purely for camouflage. To move, the sea dragon relies on two tiny, almost transparent fins, one on its back and one near its neck. Its movements are slow and graceful. It waits patiently, a living thicket, until its prey drifts within range. Then, with a swift snap of its long pipe-like snout, it sucks the unfortunate creature into its toothless mouth. Let us journey back down into the deep, to depths of over 4,000 feet where ancient lineages persist. Here, a creature that looks like it swam out of a prehistoric nightmare. It is the goblin shark, a living fossil. Its ancestry stretches back 125 million years. Its most striking feature, a long, flattened snout, blade-like. That snout is covered in sensory organs called ampullae of Lorenzini. These pores detect faint electrical fields, produced by other living creatures, fish, squid, crabs. But the goblin shark's most terrifying and unique feature is its jaw. Normally the jaw is retracted, tucked neatly beneath its head. Then, when prey is detected, something incredible and horrifying happens. The entire jaw structure catapults forward, extending to the end of its snout with astonishing speed. Slow motion. The jaw shoots out to grab prey. The protrusible jaw is filled with long, slender, nail-like teeth. It functions like a spring-loaded trap, snatching the prey before it can react. An ambush of shocking velocity. The goblin shark is a rare, unsettling reminder that the deep ocean is a repository of ancient, alien life. We remain in the deep, dark twilight zone, a place of faint, ghostly light from the surface far above. It is here we encounter one of the most mind-bending adaptations in the entire animal kingdom. This is the barrel-eye fish, also known as the spook fish. Its most astonishing feature is not immediately obvious. What appear to be its eyes, two small indentations on the front of its face, are actually its nostrils. Its true eyes are something else entirely. They are two large, green, barrel-shaped orbs located inside its head. These remarkable eyes are visible through a completely transparent, fluid-filled dome that covers the top of its head. The green pigment in the eyes is believed to help filter out the residual sunlight from the surface, allowing the barrel eye to better spot the faint bioluminescence of its prey, particularly jellyfish. In a feat of biological engineering, the barrel eye can rotate its tubular eyes forward. As it pivots its body from a horizontal to a vertical position to feed, the eyes swivel within their transparent shield, remaining locked on the target. It is an adaptation so bizarre, it was once thought to be impossible. For our next creature, we must leave the ocean and travel to the high-altitude lakes near Mexico City. Here, though technically an amphibian and not a fish, lives a creature so strange it earns its place on our list. This is the axolotl. Often called the walking fish, it's a salamander that defies the rules of amphibian life. It exhibits a rare trait called neoteny, meaning it reaches adulthood without metamorphosis. Most prominent are its feathery external gills, but its biggest superpower is regeneration. It's a master of reconstruction. It regrows a perfect functional replacement. That healing power has made it a focus of intense scientific study. Sadly, it's critically endangered. So, we return to the ocean, to the sandy bottoms, to the muddy bottoms of shallow waters of deep waters around the world. Here, a sinister face is looking up, just waiting. This is the stargazer. Its eyes and its huge upward-facing mouth sit on the very top of its head, making it look like it's staring at the sky, but it's watching prey. The stargazer is a master of ambush. The stargazer explodes from the sand and engulfs its prey in a flash. Behind its eyes are specialized electric organs, capable of delivering up to 50 volts, one of the few bony marine fishes with this power, a creature to be respected and avoided. Now we break the surface, launching from the warm tropical and subtropical waters into the open air. Here we witness a fish that has conquered not one, but two different realms. This is the flying fish. While it cannot achieve true powered flight like a bird, it has perfected the art of gliding to a degree that is simply breathtaking. This ability is not for sport, it is a crucial and spectacular method of escaping from underwater predators like tuna marlin dolphins. The process begins with a burst of speed beneath the surface. The fish swims towards the surface at speeds exceeding 35 miles per hour. As it breaks through the water's surface, it spreads its unusually large wing-like pectoral fins. These fins catch the air, providing lift, much like the wings of a glider. The longest recorded flights have exceeded 1,300 feet, a fish that has turned the boundary between water and air into its own personal escape route. Our penultimate stop takes us to the seafloor around the Galapagos Islands. Here we find a fish that seems to have gotten ready for a night on the town. This is the red-lipped batfish, a creature whose most famous feature is its pair of brilliant, seemingly lipstick-covered lips. The purpose of these vividly red lips is not fully understood. This fish is a terrible swimmer. Its flattened, triangular body is awkward and ill-suited for graceful movement. Instead, the red-lipped batfish has adapted in a most peculiar way. It walks. It uses its highly modified pectoral and pelvic fins as makeshift legs, propping itself up and shuffling along the sandy bottom. Watching it move is a strange sight, but instead of a bioluminescent beacon, it has an elysium on its head. When prey is drawn in by the smell, the batfish quickly snaps it up. The red-lipped batfish is a true oddity of the evolutionary world. For our final subject, we are searching the meso- and bathypelagic zones, from 600 to over 3,000 feet deep, for a true giant. This is the oarfish, the longest bony fish in the world. Often mistaken for a sea serpent by ancient mariners, its appearance is truly the stuff of legend. It has a ribbon-like body, shimmering with iridescent silver and blue skin, that can grow to astonishing lengths. While lengths of up to 36 feet are confirmed, unverified reports suggest they could grow even longer. Its most magnificent feature is a brilliant red dorsal fin that runs the entire length of its body. When seen in the water, it moves by undulating this dorsal fin. The oarfish is a placid giant. In Japan, the oarfish is known as Ryugu no Tsukai, or messenger from the sea god's palace. And so, we return from the crushing pressures and eternal night of the deep, our minds filled with images of living lanterns, walking fish, transparent heads. We have journeyed through an alien world right here on our planet, a world that continues to surprise and mystify. The creatures we met today are not just oddities, they are triumphs of survival, unique answers to how to live in extreme environments. They remind us the ocean's depths are a cradle of unimaginable biodiversity. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the ocean's weirdest wonders. The sea still holds countless secrets. New discoveries are always being made. If you enjoyed this journey and want more, please consider subscribing. We have many more adventures planned. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 10 fish was your favorite? Did the goblin shark's jaw give you a fright? Or were you captivated by the leafy sea dragon's camouflage? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep looking at the world with wonder.